Tokusatsu, taking the form of many shows including Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, and Metal Heroes. And today, a group of fans come together to review it for you as Toku Secrets.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Toku Secrets Podcast presented by AnimeSecrets.org. I'm your host, Nathan Desa. And in celebration of this Christmas season, since December 18th, literally a week before Christmas as of the recording of this podcast, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're actually going to be reviewing a Power Rangers Christmas special. We have the whole crew on here real quick, so I'll let them introduce themselves before I announce what we're reviewing. So go ahead, guys.
Hey guys, it's Rizwan, and this entire podcast is my fault.
And you should be ashamed of it.
Yes, I should, but I'm really not.
I'm Patrick, and I don't know why I'm here for this.
Hi, I'm Anthony, and I'm being held against my will to do this crappy review.
Yeah, he tied us to chairs. We can't leave.
Where that stupid...
Where's the key?
Where's the key?
I ate the key.
So for everybody back at home, I got a question for you. Do you remember when I, by myself, I did my little history of Power Rangers on VHS review? Actually, some of you might, because that actually did get some decent views. For those of you who don't know, I did a brief review on the history of Power Rangers on VHS. Well, one of those tapes that I briefly covered, I didn't go into much detail because, you know, I had like decades of content to cover. One of those tapes that I briefly touched upon was a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers tape that was released around I think season 2, called Alpha's Magical Christmas. Alpha's Magical Christmas is a non-canon Mighty Morphin Power Rangers VHS release. Despite it being a Christmas theme, it was actually released on October 19th, 1994. So Halloween hadn't even happened then, so that's just weird. It was apparently an exclusive to the Power Rangers fan club. So I guess you would get these tapes in the mail, which I'm confused about that because I had this tape on VHS. Now, to be fair, a lot of the VHS tapes that I had were tapes that my mom bought for my older brother, and then he just left them to me when I grew up. But so was my brother a fan, part of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fan club, or did he steal this from someone's house or something? Hey Calvin, if you're listening to this, can you give me some clarity on that, even if you probably don't remember? Anyway, this is a very, like I said in that video, this is a stupid Christmas special. So, okay, I'm going to try to describe the plot of this without pulling my hair out. So, it's Christmas Eve. The Power Rangers are in the North Pole helping Santa Claus. You know what? No. I can't finish this. Nope.
I can do it.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. That's already stupid. There's monsters all around trying to destroy the world. And what are the Power Rangers doing? They're helping Santa Claus.
Yeah. I like how that's just dropped. Like it's not a big deal.
All right. So I will try and give the plot summary real quick for whatever little plot we have.
I was about to say, what plot?
What plot?
There is no plot, but I will give the premise of what's going on here. This is a Christmas special called Alpha's Magical Christmas. And basically, Alpha and Zordon are hanging in the command center, just chilling. And Alpha's feeling kind of weird because he thinks that Christmas is not... It's kind of an ennui kind of feeling for him. Because he's saying, oh, it didn't feel like Christmas without the Rangers, and it's revealed, like Nate said so passionately, the Rangers are helping Santa with the delivery this year. And so Zordon says, yes, but they're doing a really critical mission. This is really important. And Alpha says, I know, what if I make the command center into like decorated with Christmas stuff? Then they have to stop here, deliver presents to us, and then we get to have them for just a few minutes. And Zordon said, now, Alpha, think of the kids. And then they do something I spent the rest of the episode laughing about. They literally teleported kids from all over the world to the command center.
You what?
and they started like just having a Christmas party with them and singing carols and having Christmas merriment, and it was so campy and it was so cringy the way that this happened. And all I could think, and I know none of you three have watched Stranger Things, but I'm hopeful that somebody in the audience listening to this podcast has watched Stranger Things, because all I could think while this is all going on is in season 3, Dustin and his group convinced Lucas's little sister Erica to go into vents to find the evil Russian base and help them do the thing. And Erica keeps yelling at them, "This is child endangerment."
Yeah.
And all I can think is this is kidnapping kids and putting them in the command center and having a party with them. Like, what? How do you do that? Like, I have many questions here, but yeah, that's the basic plot. And then it ends. The party ends. They send all the kids back through some portal rather than teleporting them back to their homes, because that makes sense, right?
To the nether regions with you.
And then Kimberly, Billy, and Tommy appear, and they do the final Christmas song, and they talk about the goodwill and Christmas and all that stuff. And it ends.
You forgot something, Riz.
What did I forget?
What color is Tommy wearing?
Okay, I wasn't going to touch that because I want Nathan to give his rant.
Okay, so while Riz was talking, I actually looked this up. So first of all, this movie, this VHS release, I feel sorry for anyone who got this when it was released because, okay, so this was released on October 19th of 1994. The White Light two-parter, where Tommy comes back as a permanent cast member as the White Ranger, was released in October of 18th of 1994. So this came out a day after the episode where Tommy pretty much came back as the White Ranger. And, okay, that's already a problem, but we see Rocky Adam and Aisha in this movie when we don't see Jason, Trini, and Zach, so this VHS release gave us a spoiler that we're not going to be seeing Jason, Trini, and Zach anymore, so screw that. I mean, but okay. My point is that we are shown flashbacks of multiple season 2 episodes, including ones that hadn't even appeared yet, like most of which are episodes where Tommy is the White Ranger. We see Rocky, Adam, and Aisha unmorphed in the viewing globe, which implies that they're red, black, and yellow. They're the ones wearing red, black, and yellow, helping Santa, because only Tommy, Kimberly, and Billy come back. Guess what? Is Tommy wielding his White Ranger powers? No. He's donning green. So, I guess the power of Christmas just magically brought his Green Ranger powers back, because you know what? Christmas, like, green is a Christmas color, so I guess the power of Christmas brought the Green Ranger powers back. Is that how this works, huh?
It would have made more sense if he just became the White Ranger because, I'm dreaming of White Christmas, White Ranger, that type of thing.
Shut up, you're making too much sense.
Yeah.
He knows too much.
I think the problem here is they filmed this in pieces across like several months, probably.
Yeah.
And so they're transitioning green to white, but they probably filmed the end part first, where they had Kimberly, Billy, and Tommy come on. And then all the kids stuff was probably done later, which is why we have all the White Ranger footage intermixed with it. And then we have
Okay,
Tommy on screen later.
But
That's
then,
my guess, production-wise.
yeah, but if that's the case, it's just an even bigger mess than before. Like, did they think that they were just going to have the Green Ranger powers back for a while? Like,
I think it's also, like you said, the White Ranger literally dropped the day after, right?
no, the day before this thing
Day
dropped.
before. Okay, so probably a lot of the kids didn't even see the White Ranger debut, and so they probably would recognize the Green Ranger more because that's what they know Tommy as at that point. They don't really know him as white, so if they have him in the white suit at that point,
But they're not going to recognize Rocky, Adam, and Aisha.
why not?
What if it was a behind the scenes thing and they didn't want to spoil the kids on set?
Yeah,
Because Rocky, Adam, and Aisha didn't come in until like well after Tommy was the White Ranger. And the episode where Tommy became the White Ranger came out immediately before this, so we had like a couple of days before Rocky, Aisha, and Adam even showed up.
that is true. Wow. And then I don't know if I saw it correctly, but I saw a brief clip in the Clipso where they're doing the power transfer. Did I see that right? Was that
Yeah,
the power transfer?
I don't know. I kind of zoned out after a while. I didn't pay attention to this.
Me neither.
I do remember seeing a couple of flashbacks where we do specifically see Tommy wearing the White Ranger suit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like they even have the scene where like he is telling them, "Hey guys, I'm the new White Ranger."
So
Mm-mm.
Tommy was the what? So was Tommy the White Ranger? I guess this is non-canon. So was Tommy originally white, and then he lost his powers, and then the Green Ranger powers are his permanent powers now? I mean,
I think
can they just give Can they just give an explanation, a weak explanation? Like you could literally just say the power of Christmas brought his Green Ranger powers back. Okay, that would be stupid, but at least I know you're trying.
well, I think the best theory, while it's been already been debunked by you, was when I said I think the Rangers are having a bunch of flashbacks, and in the flashbacks, like with the Stone Canyon kids on the team, they're going to be flashbacks to Green and White because this is in the future or something. Like maybe this is set. If this happened in October, like the release, Christmas wasn't until December. That's 3 months, so they could just be reminiscing back from December onwards back. And so they would have to have white and green, but then the green at the end is the only thing I don't understand. Like, why is he green at the end when they're doing all the hey? Unless the scene where the three Rangers appear at the end was from the year prior.
But then the scene where they appear at the end, they turn back to the viewing globe, and Rocky, Aisha, and Adam are there. So that doesn't work.
You got me there.
Like there was no way that you can make this work.
No, there isn't.
Because there's no way that you can fit in Rocky, Aisha, and Adam being present and Tommy being the Green Ranger. Because they didn't even exist when Tommy was the Green Ranger.
And the Green Ranger suit was never seen by them.
Well, I mean, actually, no, that's true. Like we see the Green Rangers. Well, okay, they saw him in Return of the Green Ranger, but that was a much later.
That's
season 2.
That's season 3, I think, right?
No, that's season 2, but very later season 2, like when Rita and Zed are married.
Okay.
This whole thing is just a mess.
It is. And the entire premise of this thing is very, I said it earlier, it's very cringe. Like, they didn't do a good job of this whatsoever on any level. Granted, they do a better job in the Zio Christmas special, which we'll have to cover at a later point in time.
I mean, the Zio Christmas special is also like I think the best Christmas special is I'm Dreaming of a White Ranger because
Oh yeah.
there's action in that episode. And okay, it has a cheesy plot. Like I haven't seen it in a while, but I think the plot of that is like Lord Zed decides to steal the toys from Santa so that he can't deliver them for children. I mean, okay, is that stupid? Sure. But that gives the Rangers something to do, and we can get a little bit of action and adventure with that. There's no action in this. It's just Alpha, the kid screwing around for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could do something, like you could, I don't know, like maybe, I mean, just try to add some evil plot or something. Like if you want to give a special that revolves around Alpha, that's fine. I mean, in early season 2 episode, the Wannabe Ranger is kind of an Alpha episode. So, I mean, Alpha could have some moments that revolve around him, but having him like be like the main character for like 99% of this special and only having the Power Rangers show up later on is just stupid. I mean, we love Alpha, but do we want to see him carry a whole special ball by himself?
No, we don't. I mean, it's certainly memorable, the special, but not in the ways that you would want a Christmas special to be memorable.
Do Anthony and Patrick want to say anything?
This thing sucks.
What, Patrick?
Yeah, I was like, what is there to say exactly?
If you wanted to give us something where it revolves around a supporting character, give us a Christmas special devoted to Bulk and Skull. Because Bulk and Skull could carry something by themselves.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
you know what'd be really fun? A Bulk and
What's
Skull Christmas special at Ernie's, and Ernie is helping them with something Christmassy, like the perfect gift for the other or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. No? Maybe?
No, I think it could work. I mean, because there are some. I said this in my VHS special too. Like, there was a series of VHS releases where they literally focused on Bulk and Skull. Like they combined White Light and Ninja Quest, where like they would show those episodes, but it would begin with like Bulk and Skull like announcing themselves, like, "Hey guys, this is Bulk and Skull," and then and the episodes would get interrupted with like Bulk and Skull like with their own little segments. So, and I remember watching those like once or twice, and they were kind of funny. So, Bulk and Skull can carry something by themselves. Alpha can't.
That's true.
That is true.
I mean, the other thing I found kind of odd in this movie was the way Zordon was characterized. That didn't feel like Zordon.
Okay, so that wasn't just me.
Like,
Yeah.
the way he was talking, it was his voice, right? Like, that was the Zordon voice. But
He seemed too
the
cheery.
man, yes.
Like, it
Okay,
was
so
uncomfortable.
Zordon is a character that's stoic and
Uh-huh.
philosophical, and he has advice, and he tells people, "Oh my God, Lord Zed is doing blah 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 blah," and he's always serious. He doesn't really crack jokes or engage in the emotional side of stuff very often. At the most you see him in the main series do anything like that is when he tells Kimberly I'm proud of you for being a ranger and for all the things you've accomplished, and you're going to do great at the gymnastics thingamabobber in Florida. Like, he doesn't get involved in that way.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, can we talk about how they reference that Jason, Trini, and Zach are at the World Peace Conference still? Like the never ending World Peace Conference that has been going on for years, apparently.
When
And that's why they can never come back.
When Tommy still has his Green Ranger powers.
Yeah.
Sense the what make.
The what?
Sense the what make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look, that took a few minutes to understand, okay?
It's a fun way of saying it doesn't make any sense.
No. I got it. But
yeah, I know. It's for those who don't know what I'm trying to say.
yeah, Patrick's trying to say that his special makes no sense by saying sense make none or whatever.
Yes, sense the what make.
There you go.
Yeah. There's like different notes from like 4 different points in the Mighty Morphin timeline all happening at the same time. Like I know it's supposed to be a Christmas special, but good grief. Come on.
Oh, it's something.
It is indeed an episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers ever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much else we could say. I mean, I don't understand like how you thought that this could be like a really big review, Riz. I really don't understand.
I didn't want this to be more than like a 10-minute review. Just to get our thoughts out there and be like...
I mean...
And I wanted to end the review with... I guess we can do it now, unless you'll have other thoughts on this that you want to make known. I don't think you do, though.
Go ahead.
I don't
care. Okay, going once, going twice, gone. Bridget's turn to talk. So, while we talked about this horrible movie that brought all kinds of pain to these three and brought all kinds of laughter and brought all kinds of laughter to me because I spent the entire 20 minutes watching this laughing nonstop because it was so cringy and so campy, and I couldn't get for the entire episode. I couldn't get out of my head child endangerment. And when y'all watch Stranger Things, which you guys all need to,
have you guys seen the Guardians Christmas special yet?
Not yet. I need to.
Oh, yeah. There's a scene. There's a line in there where Star-Lord's like, "This isn't a Christmas gift. This is human trafficking."
Okay.
Yeah,
similar sentiment.
Yeah, that was what came to mind.
But so my true reason that I didn't tell y'all for why I want to do this podcast was to take a minute and reflect on the last year of Toku Secrets and just celebrate how much we've accomplished this year as a podcast. We covered 3 full Sentai. We covered some Power Ranger stuff, which is really cool. And for the most part, not counting the dark summer where we didn't do anything, we had a podcast come out once a week, almost consistently, unless there was like a holiday or something popping up that we didn't want to interrupt with. So I just wanted to take a minute and say I'm thankful for this awesome podcast and our awesome community, and I'm really excited for next year to be able to continue doing this podcast with 3 of my really close friends and continuing to make really fun content with all of y'all. And just want to say thanks to what?
Nothing. I just wooed.
Oh. You threw me off. I was like, wait, what?
Pension break.
I just want to say I'm excited for next year because I feel like we're hitting a rhythm now, and I'm excited to see where we go from here. And there's a lot of Sentai that we're going to be covering next year that I'm really excited about, and other like just Toku products that I really want to get into. Like Patrick and mentioned the other night, Gridman. That sounds really awesome to do at some point. We're doing Geki Ranger after the first of the year. That'll be awesome. And then I don't know what else we're going to cover. We're going to cover a lot of stuff though. But I did want to take the moment to say thank you to the audience that have been supporting us, listening to us on Spotify, on iTunes, on YouTube, on the Anime Secrets website itself. What we do here would not be possible without y'all listening. Well, technically it would still be possible. We just wouldn't have an audience and we'd feel really stupid doing it. So thank you for not making us feel as stupid as we already do. Now do you see why I want to do this?
It still doesn't justify you making us watch this.
It really doesn't. You suck.
At least you got something good out of it.
Also want to say thanks to y'all for being my friends and indulging my random whims like this.
Yes. I think I'm the one here who's known you the longest, I think. So
You
I can tolerate your bullcrap.
I mean, it's not all bullcrap.
No, you're not as bad as some people, but
Yeah, I'm not as bad as some people we've known.
I mean, you're not making us watch Overdrive, so I guess I could say you you spared us at least.
I'm not gonna make anyone watch Overdrive again.
There was one thing I want to add. The Star Wars holiday special is better than this.
Ooh.
Because, you know what? As stupid as that is, there's at least some action. Stupid action. Pretty lame action. Not entertaining action.
In an attempt at plot. There was an attempt at plot.
Yeah. So,
like,
yeah, the Star Wars special was better than this.
All I got out of this movie was they wanted to make a sing-along, and they did.
yeah, that's pretty much what it boils down to.
Yeah. On the bright side, next year...
And Alpha's a child abductor.
Dude, okay.
That's the biggest takeaway from this. Alpha's a child abductor.
Child endangerment.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so weird to me that they would think it's okay to transport these strange new humans into the command center and reveal all of our secrets to them.
Do you want to make this even more screwed up? Alpha's driving around in an unmarked white van.
Lord.
With Zordon and a shotgun.
Zordon in a tube buckled into the passenger seat.
No, he's in a fistbowl.
In a fistbowl?
He's in a fistbowl.
Someone draw that, please.
That really heartfelt speech that Riz just gave. We appreciate that. Yeah, this thing still sucks. This special.
Look, there is a bright side here.
100%.
I can't make y'all do it again next year.
Yeah, no. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you again.
Fool you 3 times and then you're stupid.
Yeah. Fool me 3 times, okay, yeah.
But yeah, we will be taking a look at Geki Ranger next.
Well, we're going to start with a Jungle Fury review, and then we'll hop into Geki Ranger.
This is a good time to preview how we're going to handle it, because we're in a weird position with Geki Ranger, because we're actually going to be reviewing a Sentai this time that was adapted into a PR season that we like. Because, okay, we reviewed Gokaiger and Shinkenger, but we don't like their Power Rangers counterparts. We don't like Super Mega Force, and we don't like Samurai, but we actually do like Jungle Fury. So whenever we're in a situation like that, we'll start off by reviewing the Power Ranger series. So when we do Time Ranger, for example, we'll start with a Time Force review, and then do our Time Ranger stuff, and then we'll finish it up, in this case, by comparing Geki Ranger and Jungle Fury in that little Versus series that we did before.
Yeah. And stay tuned also for part 2 of our Dino Rumble, where next time we're going to have Dino Fury against Dino Thunder, I think.
Yeah.
And then the winner of that goes against Mighty Morphin Season 1. Maybe the entirety, I don't know. I think just Season 1, though. But yeah, besides that, we have a lot of Sentai and Toku that we want to cover next year. I already mentioned Gridman. I am lobbying heavily for the guys to also look at Mystic Knights of Tirnanog.
Oh my god.
So maybe I can convince them to do that next year. I'm hoping.
I'm down just because I haven't seen that show since it aired on Fox Kids, and I really want to see how well it's aged.
I have not watched it yet, but I have it, and I'm willing to give it to you to watch. And
Oh,
dear
no.
God, I'm excited.
There's probably a bunch of people sitting here watching this thinking, what the heck is he talking about?
And then to get back on the Sentai track, I know we were talking about Zia Ranger, which is based on the original Mighty Morphin, or Mighty Morphin is based off of that. We talked about Mega Ranger, Ginga Ranger, Time Ranger. I am also trying to lobby them into watching O Ranger, but nobody wants to take my bait on that one.
I've
so I don't
seen
know.
it once, and that was 3 times too many.
So we will see, but just know that Toku Secrets is here for the long haul, and we're excited to keep bringing you all new content and reviews and our opinions on the Toku world. So, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Anybody else want to say anything?
Yeah. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Who wishes you a Merry Christmas aggressively?
It's a sign.
This kind of unbalanced review, ladies and gentlemen. Point is, don't go and watch out this magical Christmas.
So, with that, thanks to everyone for a great year. Thanks for supporting us, listening to us, commenting on YouTube, and giving us feedback on what you'd like to see next. Remember to check us out on Spotify and iTunes. Leave us a 5-star. And on iTunes, if you're one of the listeners there, definitely leave us a review, because I'd love to get feedback from y'all on the different platforms that we have. If you want to leave feedback when you're listening on Spotify, definitely join our Discord and join our conversations there. I'm currently giving my sporadic thoughts on Jungle Fury, and that's pretty fun in Discord. So definitely stop by, hang out, and have fun with us. We are looking to keep going, and we're really excited for next year. So have a happy holidays, everyone, and we will see y'all next year.